continue on this painting, and then we also have this painting and another ongoing project where the cat has walked through this area. So I don't know if it's still a really good thing to do from life, but let's just keep at it. And so to start with, I guess we'll just try to hit this cloth because we don't want to be doing anything too important for, you know, like a warm-up painting is always very important. Get some kind of familiarity with, you know, watercolor painting. Actually, I didn't paint anything with watercolor yesterday, so if you saw the last chapter, we were trying to incorporate white because I thought the cloth wasn't looking that good. Here, I'm trying to get just a subtle kind of cool leaning gray. So I guess I got right there. It looks cool. And there's some green up here, which we, stuck on there kind of accidentally. So let's just see if we can make this a little bit more better or something. So here I'm just, that looks really good. Now, there's a new kind of fold here. I guess that's what the cat did. But, I don't really want to put that in, but I think it would be good to have something else here just to break up this giant space. So, this is already dry. I did this, long ago. I don't know if anybody was around when we started this thing, but so, that looks kind of good, I guess. Try to just sort of bring this up. This area here, it's kind of weird, that edge, and maybe we can soften that a little bit. And I guess that looks a little bit better. Now I'm going to take a damp brush and just run down this line, see if I can soften this line here. So that looks pretty good. So I'm leaving this tiny area that has little specks of white. I don't know if I like this anymore, but and that's from several days ago. There, now we have muted that, but this has little specks of white. Also, let's try to go darker just in here, I guess, and also down here. And then, this is quite the puddle here. I'm going to lift up some of that paint. Hopefully we still have some of those darks there. Let's see if we can emphasize this tiny area. And up here, I don't know what the heck's up there. Let me see about going. This is a not necessarily good having this towel here that, you know, points, this point right up against the edge, but by having this shadow here, we are kind of making a graphic. I'm not even on there. Kind of making a graphic arrow pointing in, which is pretty important to have graphic areas that point in. So while this positive space does point out, then you know, the shadow at least is pointing in. And it would probably be good if we had a pretty dark right there. I'm going to try to just put a little dark here. And that looks pretty good. Try to make that a little bit more of a gentle. And likewise, I guess while we're at it, let's see about right here. I would just have a shadow right there. And I guess that's pretty good. What we're trying to do here is say, hello, I am behind the orange, you know. Trying to get this to be a bigger transition. Yeah, so I don't know if that's good or not. I'm just gonna try to just blot this, have it somewhat muted right there, this thing we just did. Okay, I think that's much better. And then since we're doing this shadow, let's try to get a harder edge right here. And as far as, you know, a graphic arrow, having a fat area here going to skinnier there is kind of making a, you know, a very abstract triangle that heads that way. And then this little speck right here, let's see if we can just get rid of that. Much better. Probably, maybe. Okay, and then I guess we're, you know, on the shadow over here, so unfortunately that has kind of moved, so I don't know what the heck is really happening here. Guess we're going to try and go like this. This one really doesn't look that good at all, but we're going to try to go whoops. Okay, now just want to get a little bit down here, but not so heavy. And I don't know what this is from. Try to smooth out this little bump we had in there. So now we got a little highlight there, which I guess is perfectly fine. There is a highlight in that area. Hmm. I'm gonna just see about I never thought this orange looked good, and I started painting it with zero confidence. Oh, hi, five people here. Thanks so much for coming. Ariana, that's a beautiful name. Thanks for the compliment. Crazy Siblings SD, a big hello to you. And Smiler, can you draw a rainy season drawing, please? We got a homework. Rainy season. Well, let's see. A rainy season. Rainy season. Well, tell me if you're still here, and then I'll try a rainy season if you say I'm still here. Anyway, oh, we've done some warm up right here on the cloth. I want to really hit this, the eyes on this portrait. So I'm going to try to go, you know, okay, so what we wanted to do on the eyes here, number one, I'm just going to see about, well, I guess we're going to try to get some white here. So, okay, there, and hopefully that dries. I mean, right now it's a puddle. Hopefully it dries nicely. So hazel eyes, you know, is a mixture of a lot of colors to get hazel, yellow. Sometimes they say have a hint of green in there. Early on in these eyes, we did have a hint of green. And yeah, I think I'm just going to see about a little hint of green right now to let's see if we can find just the right green though. All right. Try a little green right there. That's green, good. And then for the eyes to match, we want, you know, corresponding greens on each side. Now I'm going to try this, the color leans towards brown. Here we got a yellow. And I think we're going to just see if we can go here. That looks good, probably, maybe. And maybe try a couple things like this. So the eyes here, I don't know if they're going anywhere fast, but we're trying to get this very deep, rich thing, and then when it's all done, we're gonna put these highlights, and hopefully we put the highlights, and if you see this white here, the way that really pops, that's hopefully going to be a reflection in the hair, and we want to do the same thing with the eyes. Hey PW Study Materials, thanks for the hello. Okay, and where else we trying to we have much work to do down in this area. I'm going to see about just I don't know if that's good or not. I'm going to go with a little bit of red. I'm going to take a damp. There's actually a hint of blue right in this area. These puddles on the eyes, we're just gonna let them dry like that, and hope for the best. The left ear, as I was commenting earlier in the portrait, I mean, if you look at this thing very close, it doesn't even look like an ear. It's just this little strip of shadowy flesh tone that is, of course, the ear, just by where it's at. But that's something I always try to look out for selecting a portrait reference, because if you isolate just this area here of the ear, I mean, it really doesn't look like anything, right? So that's a dangerous thing to have as the reference is, a primary feature such as an ear that doesn't look like anything. Well, 3 thumbs up. I'm trying to break my record on a live stream of 8 thumbs up. If anyone else got a loose thumbs up, they can drop on my live stream here. Much appreciated. It was the apple cut in half that got 8 thumbs up. So maybe the message in there is, instead of trying to do portraits or onion and orange, I should be doing apples cut in half. Okay, anyway. Hair was the reason I started this thing, a month ago, and got it up to a certain point, and the things that were that made me say, the heck with this, let's just start something else, which we started this, was basically the hair was a big thing. So we have worked a little bit more on the hair. It's kind of got a hair shape now, but okay, what else? Probably be good to go down here too, and let's see about hitting down this that area. Okay. Just gonna try. We have a darker red. This thing is kind of a violet, but that doesn't really matter. We're just trying to now here. I'm gonna try to layer on a good color here just to say hello. I'm a red fabric. I suppose when you're very experienced doing something like this, fabric is probably a breeze, but unfortunately I'm not very experienced, so it's just try get the that looks good, and then this comes down. Let's see if we can get that down. Okay. Hmm. These, I don't know if that's good or not. We'll find out later. I think I'm gonna just blot just to make it a little bit more subdued. Then there's also like some green in that. And then likewise, we're gonna oh, that might be good. Okay. This one I think would be lighter a little bit. Okay. So that is this, thing here, our article of apparel, and with luck that should be a riveting 3D looking thing. So we'll see later if that is going to be a riveting 3D thing. There, let's try to get a little more here. Oh, that's green. We want the red. Okay, that's cool. That's good. It looks very much like hello, I'm a watercolor. Anyway, thanks everybody who stopped by. I gotta run to work now. We're working real-time watercolor painting on two different subjects. We got the portrait of the sweet granddaughter, and still life is onion, orange, and cloth. So until next time, gonna run to work, and everyone have a super great day.